guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are Anna Inspiration,
and today we are going to be talking about three things: embracing who you are, friendship and relationships, as well as walking in your purpose. Okay, those three.
Walking in your purpose. So if you are new to our channel, welcome. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join us on our journey, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so let's dive right into the video. You ready?
Shall we?
We shall. Okay. So we're ready, and we just want to talk about, just encourage you guys and just inspire you guys on your journey and friendships, just like Nigel said at the beginning.
Yep.
And yeah, so when you're on this journey of embracing who you are, it's really important that you have self-love for yourself. It's really important that you love on yourself, have your self-confidence. And of course, we all have our times where it's just like, you know what, not today, self, you know. But still, you have to have that, your own self-love. You shouldn't have or shouldn't need anyone to be like, oh, you know, you look cute, for you to know that you're cute.
Or you're beautiful, or this and that. Like, it's okay for people to compliment you, definitely.
Right, of course. We take that, yeah.
You should know your self-worth. You should know and have that self-confidence. You should look at yourself and be like, you know, I'm worth something, I am something. You know, that's embracing who you are. That's learning who you are, you know, knowing for sure of who you are and who you want to be.
Not only is self-love, self-love and self-care important, but in embracing who you are, it's so important to be bold in what you believe in. For example, you guys know that we are Christians and we are spiritual.
Jesus,
so
all the way to the
end. So it's important to
we're okay. I just want to say we're okay with that. Like, we're okay with loving Jesus. We're okay with accepting Jesus in our life. We're okay with encouraging people about Jesus. You know, even if you don't know him, that's what we do. We love to encourage people any kind of way.
Right. And that's important. You have to be bold because that's a part of your identity.
Yeah.
So you have to be bold in those things. You have to be bold even when people, like, you know, don't really believe in it or don't really accept you fully. It's still a part of you. So if you don't accept this part of me, you just don't accept me as a whole. Because, like, this is a part. Am I speaking?
I'm just saying.
So you just have to really, like, you have to pay attention to that, because it's like, this is who I am, and if you don't accept me, then you just don't accept all of me.
Exactly.
And we touched on this, like, in our Speaking Spiritual 3 a while back. We touched on how to be bold for Christ, and if you have to stand alone, you'll just be by yourself, or you'll be with someone.
Right. Being courageous. You know what you represent, and you're having confidence in it.
Right. And yourself, because this is a part of you. So I feel like when you're embracing who you are, you have to be bold in yourself, which is not always an easy thing to do. It's not always easy to stand, you know, like, by yourself, or to just not fit in and stuff like that, you know. So it's important to have that identity and have that, like, this is who I am. So I'm just going to rock that to the end, you know what I'm saying? So that's important.
But before we leave this topic, I do want to say that it's okay to stand alone and stuff. Like, it's okay to be different. And that is just going into the conversation of friendship and relationships. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to know the level that you're on, you know what I'm saying?
Like just knowing that others are not on your level or haven't got there yet, like, that's not a bad thing, but it's just like, it can hinder you in relationships or in friendships if you don't have that. That's why it's important to know who you are, because if you don't, it can affect you and you can become someone else or become influenced by, like, other people. So you have to have that self-esteem. You have to have that self-confidence, like, this is who I am. But as you're going into relationships and friendships, you can still be that person, but the people add on to who you are, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, they do.
So,
and that's why, like Asia said, it is important to know who you are, because you don't want to become something that you're not. Like, you don't want the friends that you're around, the people that is surrounded by you, to influence you in a way, like, that you don't even do those type of things, or you're not into whatever.
Like, this
it could be anything. It could be activities. It could be the way they talk, what they do, whatever. It's like, dang, I'm becoming something that I didn't even see myself becoming, because I'm not that, you know?
And no matter what y'all say, you can really be a product of your environment, and you might not even know it. Like, for real, like, real talk, like, you can become something that just, like, this is not what I used to do or be around, but now that I'm around this so much, I don't even recognize it because I'm constantly around it, and it's turning me into something else.
And that something could be bad, or that something could be good. Say, for example, if you're in a relationship or whatever, or a friendship or whatever, and you're around that person for so long, you could pick up eating habits. They not like eating a certain food thing. I don't want to eat it because they don't really eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a natural thing because you've been around them for so long and they've kind of rubbed off on you.
Yeah. And speaking of friendships, while we just on this subject, some people, it's hard to let things go.
Yeah.
And I can testify. You know, like, for real, like, it's hard. Like, it's hard to let things go because you're so used to it and comfortable.
You're comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just talking about some real stuff today.
We're comfortable. When you're comfortable, it's hard to, like, let that go. And it's scary. It's like, I'm going to lose this. I thought we was something. I thought this was my ride or die friend. I thought, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you grow apart, and it's just like, you grow in a sense of, like, maybe you're growing in a better space than they're growing. Like, maybe they're growing, but
not at that level that you are.
Yeah, like in a negative space of growing. Like, they growing to be a whole different person. But I'm growing to, like, just be mature and, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when do you get out of that? Like, so that's what we're going to talk about. Like, how do you know when it's time to get out of a friendship? And I feel like
it's time to get out of a friendship when you have been hurt so many times.
Okay, by them,
by that person,
or they've been manipulative.
You didn't like, that's what I'm trying to say. When they're being manipulative and you can't really see it, like that's when it's time for you to not even get out of it, but maybe confront them first, and then go from there.
And if you can't see it, listen to people around that might be telling you something. Like, you know, your friend is. They not right. I mean, you know, like.
No, on a serious note, God gives you signs.
Yeah, He does.
So I think that is another way that helps too. Like, how do you know when it's time to really get out of a friendship, Asia? Like, so signs and just.
I don't have experience with this, so let me just be the person on the stand, okay? Let me just say my piece about it.
Testify.
I feel like, let me testify. I feel like it's time to get out that friendship when.
or relationship
when the person or you see yourself becoming someone different. When you see yourself just being different, and when you don't see it, when your mom or your friends or whoever or someone in your ears telling you, like, girl, like, you've been different, or boy, you know, like, or bro, whatever y'all call each other, you know, you've been different.
Right.
And it's just like, I hope, like, you know, when you hear those signs, that's when it's time to go. Right. Or even looking and seeing for yourself, like, okay, like, just sit back and realize, you know, don't be, like, of course, don't be around the person, but just on your own time. Think about, like, hey, like, man, what's going on with me? Like, am I different? Or, like, is this not the best relationship? Can I talk to this person about stuff? Do they hear my ideas? Do they hear, or are they interested in my life and my identity? You know what I'm saying? Like,
how is this person impacting me? What is this person doing for me?
Or are they, like, standoffish? Or do they just act like they care and really don't care? Like, you know, like, look for signs, but also talk to other people. Like, you know, do you think I'm different? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who really know you, who really know, like, who you truly are. I feel like that's when you can get a little guidance of how to get out of a relationship.
And that's go ahead. And that's why it's just going back to what we said at first. It's important to embrace who you are, because if you embrace who you are, you won't get lost in those relationships. Right. Even if that person or people or whomever try to pull you or turn you, you won't
like,
budge.
Nope, this me.
Because it's like, this is how I am. Like, you can't change who I am.
And that's how you know you're strong in your identity. And that's why we talked about that first. Like, as a key thing, be strong in your identity and who you are first, and then it can help you in relationships and in friendships,
and
if
in
you know what I'm saying. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it's hard to let go of friendships, and it's hard to let go of relationships.
Right.
And we're not talking about just regular relationships. We're talking about any and all kind of relationships and friendships, whether that's family ships or friendships or intimate relationships and stuff like that. Like, you just have to know what's best for you. And it's not easy, so.
And you don't necessarily have to let go of them, but sometimes you do have to remove yourself in order for you to see things.
Right.
And then if that's your choice to get back into it or whatever the case may be, then you do that.
Right.
But you ask yourself those questions. You ask yourself those questions. How is this person impacting me? What are they doing for my life? How am I changing in a bad or good way?
Together?
Are we growing? Yeah. Are we growing together or not? Like,
right.
Ask yourself those questions before you hop back into it.
Right. Know? And you can love me from a distance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can love. I'm not gonna love my sister from a distance, but I'm saying, like, I can love these friends that I'm trying to let go of, like, from a distance, because being in this intimate part of my life, you're not really helping me. You get what I'm saying?
You're hindering me.
Right. So you can check up on me and stuff, you know, from afar. Yeah. Like, we can text. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be like a complete cutoff. But if it's really bad for you, you just gonna have to drop it. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to let it go. So
don't get too comfortable either. Like sometimes we get too comfortable in relationships and we can't see what it's really doing for ourselves.
Yeah. Keep your eye out. Like, be observant and pay attention. Because sometimes it's not always the best. And sometimes you can have a great relationship with people. You know, this don't apply for everybody.
Yeah,
but still, sometimes people don't really realize that. And we're talking from experience. Like, we've had...
Because we're going through some things ourselves.
Right.
So this is not just to lecture y'all or to bash
or
anybody.
Judge y'all,
It's just like, dang, this is our experiences and we want to share with you guys. So
yeah, I mean, it's important. I mean, even now, like, I'm asking God, like, I want more friends who are on my level. Like, cause to be honest, I don't have many. I don't need many either. I don't want too many friends now.
Yeah.
But I really just want or desire for people to be at that mature level where I'm at.
Yeah.
But also have people I can talk to about my spiritual journey or just about whatever I'm going through, be able to express that, and them having a mature understanding of where I'm coming from because they're going through that or have gone through that themselves.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying. So.
And who doesn't want friends that just have a passion for either Jesus, just to grow? Like, they don't want to hold you back. They just want to grow with you. Like, who don't want friends like that?
Yeah. These ducks is loud. Sorry, y'all.
Like, who don't want friends like that who just want to grow? Like, I don't want you to bring up old stuff. I don't want to talk about
my past.
What we've done.
Yeah.
I just want to grow with you.
Right. Exactly.
You know? So
be on, like, I want friends on some positive energy,
yeah.
like, constantly. Like, I mean, if of course, like, not all the time, you're gonna have your down days and things that'll affect you.
Exactly.
But majority of the time, you're positive, you're energetic. Like, I don't want us to always go out. We don't have to always party. First of all, it's a pandemic. Second of all, like, I just want to, still can have fun in the house, or we can still go out for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want that to be a consistency of it, like, what we do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That consumes us. I don't want it to consume us.
Right. That's the kind of friends and relationships that I want to have. But as you're walking in your purpose, or how to walk into your purpose, how do you know, like, when God is saying, like, oh, this is for me, or like,
not for me.
Or not for me, like, or he gave this to me. And I feel like really just being in prayer with God, of knowing, like, is this my purpose? Did you call me to inspire people?
Exactly.
Did you call me to be in ministry? Did you call me to work at a store for the rest of my life and manage a store? I don't know. Did you call me to go in nursing? Did you call me to be a doctor? Did you call me to work with children? Did you call me to work with older people? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give examples because I don't want to just
I
stick to one example, you know? So I feel like knowing your purpose, it takes time, honestly, to really know. Because I'm still, like, thinking, like, you know, God, what do you have for me? 'Cause I feel like we all have so many, like, ideas, and we all have so many creative, you know, thoughts in our mind that God has blessed us with and gifts that it's so hard to just be consumed to just one.
Yeah, you
know?
can't just sit still and do one. You have so many.
Right.
And I think that's why it's so good to know yourself, so when you meet people, you can have those thoughts and ideas with them, especially the right people who can lead you and who can guide you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when the connections come in.
Exactly.
To where you can, okay, I can walk this path because I know people, because I see that God has sent people for me in this area. So that's kind of when you know, like, oh, he's called me to this because he sent people for me to work on the same thing, like inspire people, like music, like whatever, art, I don't know. But it's just stuff like that. So I feel like God sends people to you when you're trying to go and walk in your purpose. You'll get signs and you'll see, like, okay, I see, you know, I see that God is doing this for me. But not only that, I just feel like people will come in your life and people will say, like, oh, you were good at this, or you were meant for this, or like, wow, like, you're really impacting people. Like, you'll get those kind of, like, not critiques, but those kind of, like, positive
compliments,
feedback, or compliments, like, okay, you're doing the right thing. So that's kind of how you'll know, you know, when you have to walk in your purpose.
And I just also feel like it's a person thing, and when I say it's a person thing, you can see when somebody comes in your life and they're consistent or not. Or you can see, like, man, if this person really want to be in my life, or if they don't. Like, you can see by their actions how they are, you know, how they talk to you, how they treat you. You can see all that, like, you can see their motive, basically, if they have a good or bad motive. So, like Asia said, it's definitely the signs. It's definitely, you know, what God shows you, whether that is through people or through scripture or through, you know, anything. It could be through anything. You could be in the line in the store. Somebody could be behind you talking about a conversation like, man, I'm going through this. You know what I'm saying? So it just it could be anything.
Be confident in who you are, and be confident in the things that you want to do, and the things that God has called you to do, and your purpose in life. Because I feel like this is the most, like, critical time to figure out, like, okay, you know, what do I desire to do, but also what has God called me to to want to do for him and do for the world, you know?
Also, what do I need to do in this time? What do I need to do for myself? You know, like, what potential do I see in myself that I, you know, have been holding myself back from? Or what people in my life have been holding me back from my potential?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. It's a lot of things to be thinking about in this time.
It's
and
like,
I feel like,
it's like, do I need to cut people off, or do I need to? Is there something unhealthy that you know, like people been in my life that's making me unhealthy, like really bad energy that I just have missed? Like, did I miss something? You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to that. So, yeah.
So know yourself, guys. Know yourself.
Or work on it, because we're working on it.
Or work on yourself and have confidence in yourself so that God can lead you to your purpose and you can build those connections and those relationships with people. That's really important.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody who needs to be encouraged. You guys should know the ending already, okay? Right. And share this video with anybody who needs to be encouraged. And don't forget to follow us on our social media, which is our Instagram, our Twitter, and I just Instagram and my Snapchat. See you guys. Peace.
Bye.